When's the last time you looked at the stars? Like, seriously, I'm not talking about you just looked up at them and saw, oh, that's a star. When's the last time you looked at the stars? Whether you can even see the stars in your city or not, because I know a lot of cities you can't see stars nowadays. It's like, of course, you can't see the one thing that actually grounds you spiritually as a human. It's on my bucket list. It's a dream of mine to go somewhere in like Norway or one of those places where you can just see the stars so incredibly clearly. Like, it's like you can see a full galaxy above you. It's on my bucket list to go there. And I think it's impossible to feel stressed or anxious or depressed or anything when you're there, because you're looking up and it's like, wow, I'm literally on a floating rock in the middle of the universe. It's like, how can you have more problems when you're aware of that? And I think it's just so like, of course, in these major cities, you can't look up at the stars because you don't see the stars. Like, it's like everything is taken away from your natural being. Everything is stripped away. Like, nothing really serves your being, I find nowadays, unless like you found that. But like everything that where society is, it's not for you. It's for other people. You know, there are some rare occasions where the stars will come out. And I think it's important for people to take some time and just look up at the stars. Like, I like to look up in the middle of the night and just remind myself that I'm just a person on a planet. And I think the world would be a lot better place if more people thought like this. If more people understood that how bad and how huge their problems may seem, maybe they're really not that big of an issue. Like, they're quite infinitesimal in the grand scheme of things. And I think that comes from just looking up at the stars. And I know it's easier said than done because, like I said before, a lot of cities don't have stars, but really try and get out there in nature and remind yourself of who you are. Remind yourself of your natural being. I think it's really, really, really important nowadays to ground yourself and remind yourself of your being almost. And I didn't think this was going to be like a really spiritual video, but I guess just at the end of the day, looking up at the stars is a spiritual act. And I'm curious to if any of you do this, to where you just look up at the stars and it kind of just reminds yourself that you're on a planet, you're on a giant rock floating in the middle of the solar system, and it kind of makes your problems just seem a lot smaller. It kind of helps you to realize that, maybe I need to just take one step back and just like remind myself of what life really is. All life really is just like, it's such a lucky thing that we're even here and we're literally a blip in the existence. Like, we're like a germ, like we're like a bacteria that's grown on this earth, and we just happen to be able to think. Like, these are the things I think about when I look up at the stars. When I tell you to look up at the stars, sorry for the plane going by, but when I tell you to look up at the stars, it's kind of just like, go deep. Like, go deep into who you are. Go deep into what the stars are. Go deep into who you are. Go deep into what people are, what nature is, what all the living beings on this planet are. Understand that, and don't just understand that, like, understand that within. You know? I know I'm ranting right now, but seriously, I truly believe the world would be a better place if people, sorry for the police car going by, if people actually remembered that they're just people, that they're just humans, that we're just animals. And maybe everybody's problems would kind of go away for a little bit. I think if everybody just looked up at the stars in unison, in synchronization, or in sync, the world would be a lot better of a place. I don't know. Now I'm just kind of ranting, but I don't know. Anyway, like, it's really important. Please, like, every night if you can, look up at the stars. Go sit on your porch. Go sit outside in the park. I'm just in a park right now because it's beautiful out. Go sit outside. Look at the stars. Like, speak something into the universe. I don't know, like, life's too short, life's too good. We're all the same beings at the end of the day, so yeah, look at the stars. When's the last time you looked at the stars? Peace and love.